What down, family? It's your boy SNTV. Back at y'all with another Chiraq Street Legends. And this episode is going to be about none other than Big A, aka Aski.
I don't got none of that shit cussing on Big A from the fucking O. I have none of that shit cussing. Catch me on the O's.
Big A comes from that OBlock set, 64th and King Drive, BDs. Big A is a legend and a martyr in OBlock, and one of the main reasons why Big A is so well loved in OBlock is because when Big A was alive, Big A was one of the OBlock's top shooters. He was one of the ones that was putting in a lot of work for OBlock, and this is the same reason why he's frequently dissed by his ops. Big A was one of the older guys from OBlock, and he would mentor a lot of guys, a lot of the younger guys. And you know, he came up around the time when, you know, J Munna and King Von and T-Roy, you know, guys like this were doing their thing in the streets. And this is actually one reason why he's so well loved by King Von, because they actually come from the same cloth.
I was riding with Big A. We was cruising down the tray. I hit the alley sober waist.
You wanna get killed?
You wanna get killed?
Oh my God, don't do that.
Where my gun, bro?
You ain't got a gun on me.
Right.
I ain't trying to box right
Who
now.
wanna get killed? Let us know that. And you would also see Big A with people like Chief Keef, even after Chief Keef started blowing up. Because one thing about Big A, you know that Big A always had it with him, and he was definitely gonna blow it. So if nothing else, Big A could be used for the muscle. Big A had a very big reputation, just like his counterparts, and he was known in the streets for going on hits. He was known in the streets for sliding a lot, for shooting at a lot of people. But I think that what he was most known for was the KI hit. And a lot of people say that he changed his name to Aski or Aski after he hit KI. You have some people say that people was already addressing him or calling him Big Aski before he even, you know, did the KI hit. And his reputation grew fast because that KI hit was actually one of the biggest hits that took place between OBlock and STL. Why do I say that? Because KI, even though she was a female, she was one of the most dangerous people that was over there on that STL side. Not only did she kill Odie, but she would always shoot at OBlock members. She would shoot at 600 members, Front Street members. It didn't really matter with her. So after Odie got killed, KI was kind of like top priority for OBlock. And specifically KI and Big A, they would have words via Twitter. Big A would also call KI's phone acting like he wanted to try to squash the beef, when in all actuality, he was really trying to set KI up. And he got his opportunity April 11th, 2014, when KI tweeted out her location. KI was actually waiting to get up with the guys. It was Boss Trails Day, and they were waiting to get up so that they can celebrate. And KI tweeted her location out while she was walking down Eberhard, and she ended up getting caught on 65th at Eberhard. Somebody pulled up, hopped out, boom, 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 ended up killing KI. Turns out that this somebody was Big A, and it was no secret. He damn sure didn't try to hide it, and he claimed it.
Shit ain't sweet.
We got kids now. We got kids now. Shout out to our kids now. Shout out to Lil A now. You hear me?
Hey, top man. Look, fit from the old man. Uh-oh.
You gonna look at Kyra right now, man. I'm gonna go get some more.
This is my daughter right here. This is my daughter Kyra. This is my daughter. My daughter here now. This is my daughter now. My kid's daughter now. My daughter Kyra. Hey Kyra. Hey. That's my oldest girl. That's my oldest girl. That's my oldest girl.
And he did this hit, and it became widely known, and Taekwon World vouched to get revenge for KI, and it was only a matter of time before they ended up getting Big A, because Big A was like the main target. And some 2 years later, in December of 2016, Big A was actually killed right across the street from OBlock at Sammy's restaurant. Apparently, Big A walked into the restaurant with a couple more guys. He was in there ordering his food, or had already ordered his food and was waiting to receive his food. Some guys ran in, shot him in his head, shot 2 other guys, and ran out. Now, a lot of people say that Can't Get Right, Brick, and also K.I.'s real blood brother, who I'm not gonna say his name because I don't have to, because this is so widely known, is the ones who, you know, had something to do with orchestrating the hit on Big A. Now, I think that one of the main things that we can learn about the death of Big A is that the universe never forgets. When you do something good, the universe never forgets. When you do something fucked up, the universe never forgets. And either way you want to cut it, whatever you do is coming back around. And I think that initially after Big A killed K.I., I think that Big A was kind of, you know, he was kind of more on point than probably he had ever been, you know, walking on eggshells, made sure that he wasn't lacking. And I think by, you know, a couple years going past since he did the hit, I think that Big A kind of got comfortable. I think that he kind of forgot about that. And what he failed to realize is that not only does karma not forget, but these guys that you out here beefing with, they never forget stuff like that. They never forget that. And as soon as they get the opportunity to get back at you, they gonna get back at you. Now, I feel as though Big A probably felt comfortable too, because he was right across the street from OBlock. And I'm pretty sure that he hadn't been in there long before, you know, the killers came in there and killed him. I heard that Brick spotted him, made the phone call to Can't Get Right and K.I.'s blood brother, and that they came, and that, you know, they took care of business and they left. Like I said, I think that Big A's biggest mistake was that he kind of got back comfortable. As far as I know, Big A didn't have a gun on him when they caught him inside the store, which is another indication that lets me know that, you know, he was comfortable in the situation that he was in. You know, he was getting his food. He was getting ready to go back to the O. He was getting ready to eat good, but instead he got caught. Never forget about the things that you do in this life, because the things that you do in this life, that's going to be the reason that karma is going to come back. And when karma comes back, she can and will be deadly. You can never forget about the dirt that you do. Always be looking over your shoulder. If you know that you done took somebody out of this shit, never stop looking over your shoulder. Because sure enough, there's a time that's gonna come to where someone is gonna either see you and try you, or try to creep up on you, or something. Especially if you do what you do in one location and think that you finna just be walking around here like it's all good. That's not finna happen. That's not finna happen. It's kind of like shitting where you sleep at. It's kind of like selling dope out of the house that you live in. It's definitely not a good idea, because eventually there's gonna come a time, like I said, to where it's gonna catch up to you. Never forget what you do. I don't care if it's been 50 years. I don't care if it's been 20 years, 30 years. I don't care how long it's been. Never let that slip from the back of your mind. Never forget that there's enemies out here who will kill you on sight if they catch you because of what you've did in the past. It doesn't matter about you trying to change your life. It doesn't matter about you trying to separate yourself from the things that you've done. Nobody cares about that. All they care about is paying you back for what you did to their loved one or their family member in the past. That's all they care about. So you gotta watch what you do out here in these streets. And you gotta move like you know that you out here in these streets reckless. It's always somebody out there that's willing to do the same thing that you willing to do or worse. Never forget that. This was the story of OBlock Big A. Shout out to the SN TV gang. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button and make sure that you share. It's your boy, SN TV. I'm out.